In the 1930s, the world was still recovering from the devastating impact of World War I. The Treaty of Versailles crippled Germany's economy and created a sense of resentment and humiliation. In this climate, totalitarian regimes began to rise in Germany, Italy, and Japan. The world watched as these nations expanded their territories unchecked, a policy known as appeasement. Despite hopes for peace, this policy failed to prevent the inevitable. By the end of the decade, the stage was set for another global conflict. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland, triggering World War II. The Axis powers, employing blitzkrieg tactics, swept across Europe with startling speed. France, a major power, fell swiftly, leaving a path of devastation. By 1941, much of Europe was under Axis control. However, the tide of the war began to shift in favor of the Allies. The Battle of Stalingrad, a brutal fight in the blistering Russian winter, saw the Axis forces meet their first major defeat. Across the globe, the Battle of Midway turned the tables in the Pacific, crippling the Japanese Navy. The D-Day invasion, a massive Allied assault on Nazi-occupied Europe, marked a decisive turning point. Further, the United States' entry into the war, following Pearl Harbor, added significant momentum. These events marked the beginning of the end for the Axis powers. In 1945, the Allies launched their final offensives against the Axis powers. As the tide turned, Berlin fell, marking a grim end to the Third Reich. The world held its breath as news broke of Adolf Hitler's suicide. Across the Pacific, the unthinkable happened. Two cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, vanished in atomic firestorms. Japan, faced with devastation, surrendered. On September 2, 1945, World War II officially ended, leaving a world forever changed. World War II was a global conflict that reshaped the world. From its root causes, through the seismic events that turned the tide, to its dramatic conclusion, the war's reverberations are still felt. In the aftermath, new superpowers emerged, setting the stage for the Cold War and shaping the world we live in today.